Vanakkam, Namaskara, good afternoon, big welcome and hello on So South here on India Today. I'm Nagarjun Dwarkanath bringing you all the southern news from the 6 states here in the southern part of India. And joining me today are the team of colleagues spreading across all the 6 states. Shibi Mole from Kerala, Pramod and Anaga joining us from Chennai and Tamil Nadu, Abdul Bashir from Hyderabad, Apurva Jayachandran from Vijayawada as well. Let me go across to Pramod first. Pramod, the state of election in Tamil Nadu. What's the headline for the day from Tamil Nadu?
Certainly is, Nagarjuna. It is Vanakkam, it is from Tamil Nadu and election season is on, so we have protests and also India Today is causing a major impact in this election. More on this from the state of Tamil Nadu, Nagarjuna.
Vanakkam to you too, Pramod. And Anaga, Keshav, what are you bringing us today? What's the headline from Chennai?
In fact, today the DMK and the allies of DMK are staging a huge protest here against the name change of the Mgnrega, which was a flagship program of the erstwhile UPA government. So today we had a lot of DMK leaders and the allies of DMK stage a huge protest demanding that this particular law be revoked.
Shibi Mole, what's the story from Kerala?
It's the SIR that's making headlines in Kerala as the draft voter list has been published by the Election Commission, in which the most important aspect is that more than 24 lakh voters have been excluded in various categories like absent to untraceable to missing. So that's the biggest headline that we're bringing from Kerala.
Abdul Bashir, the top headline from Hyderabad.
Well, zero student enrollment and the growing crisis in public education is making news in the state of Telangana. We have a ground report from the Khammam district today. Also, we have a breaking news, that is actor Shivaji apologizes after his controversial comments on women and actresses on their attire in the public appearance that they have. So all this in this video.
And finally to Apurva Jayachandran. Apurva, what are you bringing us today from Vijayawada?
Well, in fact, we've had a massive successful launch by the ISRO's LMV-3 Bahubali that was just launched earlier this morning. A lot more details coming in on that.
Thank you, Apurva. But like always, let's begin the bulletin with the stories from the state of Karnataka. Breaking news coming in from Karnataka and Bengaluru. Lokayukta raid on Minister Zamir Ahmed, Private Secretary Mr. Sarfaraz Khan in the disappropriate DA case is what we are told. And DA case has been opened against Khan and who's also the close associate of the minister. Mr. Khan is the private secretary to the Minister of Minority Affairs as well. And Zamir, remember, is the close confidant of the Chief Minister. This morning, the Lokayukta has raided around 10 to 7 locations across Bengaluru and a new DA case has been opened on the private secretary of the sitting minority minister. So the BJP has now ammunition to target the Congress in terms of corruption, as well as the private secretary of a sitting incumbent minister is now raided by the Lokayukta corps across Bengaluru. His residences, his commercial properties and every land that he owned has been searched since morning from the Lokayukta. Remember, Sarfaraz Khan has been the private secretary of the sitting minority affairs minister and housing minister Zamir Ahmed Khan as well. And moving on to the next story, there is a shocker from the city of Bengaluru. A disturbing case of sexual harassment in public has come out in limelight. A young woman was allegedly assaulted and harassed in the middle of the road for refusing a proposal from a guy. The incident took place under the Gnanabharati police station limits in DCP West Southwest zone in front of a PG near Gnanabharati Nagar on the Ullal main road, and this occurred around 3:20 p.m. on December 22nd. The accused has been identified as Naveen Kumar, reportedly arrived in a car and began harassing the woman. Despite the victim screaming for help, he allegedly touched her inappropriately, pulled her clothes and attempted to to tear them apart, creating panic on the road as well. According to the complaint, the victim had come in contact with the accused through Instagram on September 30th in 2024. What began as a friendship later turned into a harassment, with the accused pressurizing the victim to accept his love and his approaches. Even after the woman quit her telecaller job and shifted to the PG, the harassment allegedly continued, with the accused following and turning up near her place of the stay as well. The victim has now filed an official police complaint in the Gnanabarthi police station, following which an FIR has been registered. Police have now launched a search operations to trace and arrest the accused. And a fresh controversy brewing in Karnataka. Just a day after the Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah announced that actor Prakash Raj as the brand ambassador of the Bengaluru International Film Festival, the move has now raked a massive political storm. Siddaramaiah said he will inaugurate the film festival at an event, and that would be held on the grand steps in front of the Vidhan Sauda. And a senior film artist and director and producer, Prakash Raj, has been named and appointed as the brand ambassador of the festival. Bengaluru International Film Festival will now be held from Jan 29, 2026 to Feb 6th in the city. But ahead of the event, it has now landed into a political controversy, with BJP training guns at Karnataka government for allegedly making Prakash Raj the brand ambassador. They said that Prakash Raj speaks against Karnataka as well. Listen to the stories, listen to the voices on the story.
Mr. Prakash Raj who is an artist and director, producer, will be the ambassador.
ये अत्यंत दुख की बात है, क्योंकि उनको नहीं करना था। कर्नाटक के फेवर में, कर्नाटक के विषय में कभी भी वो फेवर में बात नहीं किए, और कर्नाटक के बारे में विरोध में ही बात किए है अलग अलग समय पे। इसलिए उनको क्यों किया एम्बेसडर बोल के मुझे पता नहीं। बिकॉज ऑफ कांग्रेस गवर्नमेंट, वो कम्युनिस्ट है।
I will personally oppose this government's move, because Prakash Raj is a controversial character. He never supported the Karnataka issues in anywhere, and he was talking about this country itself, and he is almost a leftist. So his arguments was so controversial, so that this government so making a controversy through Prakash Raj, so we are going to oppose it.
Breaking news coming in that a Hinda rally in Mysore is being planned by the Karnataka State Backward Jan Jagruti Vedike as well. A rally in support of the sitting Chief Minister Siddaramaiah by backward communities. Preparatory meeting is underway as we speak in Mysore, and the rally is now planned in middle of January, and it's a show of strength of the OBC communities as well, and they want to send a message that we are steadily behind the sitting Chief Minister of Karnataka, Siddaramaiah, and this, remember, is happening in Siddaramaiah's home district in Mysore as well. A preparatory meeting is underway as we speak, that they want to have a congregation of all the OBC leaders. A third-party organization called Karnataka State Backward Class Janjagruti Vedike is organizing this in support of the Chief Minister. Amidst the power tussle that's ongoing over the last 2 months in Karnataka, now an OBC rally is being planned in January in support of Siddaramaiah. And these were the stories from the state of Karnataka. Up next, we'll move to Tamil Nadu and Pramod Madhav will take it from here.
Thank you, Nagarjuna. And just like we promised, this is election season and we are going to see more agitations and protests. And for the day, it is Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam-led alliance which is protesting against the name change of Mgnrega and the removal of Mahatma Gandhi. Already, while the Congress senior leader P. Chidambaram, while speaking to India Today, said that the removal of Mahatma Gandhi name from Mgnrega is equal to second killing of Gandhi, and that's how serious they're taking it. And amidst this, there's a protest that has been led, and here are more updates on this.
DMK is of the view that the name BBG Ramji is a lot more Sanskritized. It has a lot more Hindi words, which is very difficult for South Indians to pronounce. So that is a form of soft Hindi imposition, is what the DMK believes. Number two, the DMK also says that dropping of Mahatma Gandhi's name from the Mgnrega scheme is not done, because this was introduced by the erstwhile UPA government, which was named after Mahatma Gandhi. And the new name BBG Ramji does not have Mahatma Gandhi's name. The DMK government has condemned dropping of Mahatma Gandhi's name and has called the union government's move as completely politically motivated. Number three, because of this new change also comes along with it more burden on the states to pay in order to fund this particular scheme. The DMK says when the scheme is entirely taken care of by the union government, why should the states pay to fund the scheme is what the DMK government is asking, and therefore a lot of the alliance parties of DMK and the DMK also, they are staging a huge protest here against the renaming of the Mgnrega bill. They are saying that it is now completely Sanskritized. It has a lot more Hindi words which is difficult to pronounce. Just merely increasing the number of guaranteed employment days from 100 to 125 is not enough. Why was it necessary to drop Mahatma Gandhi's name is what they are asking. They're also saying that the new name BBG Ramji has the name Ram in it, and they are questioning, is it okay to include the name of one particular community lord's name when the scheme belongs to every single person in the country? That's the protest that's going on in Chennai's Medavakkam by DMK and the allied parties of DMK, condemning the union government's move of renaming the Mgnrega scheme. With camera person Irfan, Anaga Keshav reporting for India Today from Chennai.
The DMK is today just trying to camouflage or hide away from the actual facts behind what is happening. Today the scheme has been increasing the number of days the people are going to get paid from 100 to 125, which needs to be the essence of the entire act the bill being passed. So instead of talking about that, they're trying to talk about something very small as a name change, and trying to divert the attention from the actual reason as to why the act was passed. The act was brought about to ensure that people are getting benefited more out of the scheme, and employment of these people are being ensured for more number of days. So it is very essential that people who are below the poverty line are getting benefited through the schemes of the central government. But not able to digest that, the DMK is today trying to protest against something as trivial as name change to try and camouflage the actual reasons behind why the act was being brought about.
My colleague Anaga Keshav was live on the ground while the protests occurred. Anaga, on one side we have the opposition leader claiming that the scheme has been increased and made more valuable by increasing the days to 125, while the Chief Minister M.K. Stalin claims that earlier itself the 100 days was not implemented properly, and the Chief Minister claims that they would have supported it had it not come with 1008 conditions and a 40% burden on the state government. But what is the reality when it comes to Tamil Nadu over this new particular scheme?
Well, in fact, today the DMK and the ally parties of DMK staged a huge protest questioning as to why is it that Mahatma Gandhiji's name was dropped. They're also questioning about the misplaced priorities of the union government. They're saying that the changing of Mgnrega to VBG Ramji was completely unnecessary at the moment when there are other issues that the union government could have focused its energies on. Why is it that a name change for a bill takes the center stage for the union government is what the DMK is asking. Moreover, we have even the finance Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thangam Thennarasu, and the Chief Minister as well, both of them who have condemned this particular move. In fact, the Finance Minister also said that this is only going to cause even more burden on the state's exchequer. Now the states have to contribute 40% to a scheme which was once 100% taken care of by the union government. So certainly the state versus central government is once again on the fore with respect to funding issue. The DMK has condemned this particular move. In fact, even at the parliament, a lot of DMK MPs and their allies staged a huge protest condemning the name change of Mgnrega, which was a flagship scheme of the erstwhile UPA government, to now VBG Ramji.
Thank you, Naga. I request you to stay with us, and we also have a breaking news from the state of Tamil Nadu. Well, like I said earlier, this is election season in the state of Tamil Nadu, and India today is having a huge impact in this election. Ground reality is what we are talking about, and recently this is the speech of Tamil Nadu leader Adav Arjuna, who quoted an important news break from India Today about a survey, an internal survey of Tamil Nadu, and he also says that AIADMK cadres are with them while the leaders have a different mindset. This is what Adav Arjuna said, and this is how India Today's news made an impact in the state.
மொத்த அதிமுக எம்ஜிஆரோட விசுவாசிகளும் அம்மாவோட விசுவாசிகளும் டிவிகே பக்கம் தான் நிற்கிறாங்க. டிவிகே ஏன் ஏத்து நிற்க மாட்டேங்குது, இவங்களை ஏத்து ஏன் நிற்க மாட்டேங்குதுன்னா தலைவர்களுக்கு மைண்ட் வேற இருக்கு, ஆனா தொண்டர்கள் எங்களோட இருக்கிறாங்க, அதனால தான் நாங்கள் ஏத்து நிற்க மாட்டேங்கிறோம். அவ்வளவுதான் வித்தியாசம். அதுக்கு நீங்க என்ன ப்ரூஃப்னு கேட்பீங்க. இன்றைக்கு ஈவினிங், இன்னைக்கு அதாவது நேற்று, இன்னைக்கு 23ஆம் தேதி சாயங்காலம் நான் வரும்போது இந்தியா டுடேல ஒரு சர்வே போட்டுட்டு இருக்காங்க. எவ்வளோ பெரிய சேனல் இந்தியா டுடே, இங்கிலீஷ் சேனல், டெல்லியில் உட்காந்துட்டு அந்த சர்வே ரிப்போர்ட் என்னமா சொல்லுது, ஒட்டுமொத்த திமுக கூட்டணி 33%, டிவிக்கு மட்டும் 31%. இதுதான் மக்களுடைய ஆதரவு. இப்ப தெரியுதா நம்மள ஏன் திமுக அதிகமா தாக்குறாங்க அப்படின்னு.
In Tamil Nadu, people coming to see celebrities or cinema stars and wave at them and go back is not new. It has just been happening over the years, and it still continues to happen to actor Vijay also. Actor Vijay or actor Vimal, it doesn't matter. Any of these actors come outside, people are going to gather, people are going to throng, and people are going to come and try to take selfies or just to get a glimpse of their star. Beyond that, none of this is going to be actually transforming into votes, so we'll have to wait and watch what's going to happen. So I think it is just gotten into the heads, the crowd, and then they're just talking out of turn. But that is not a way how a mature political party will behave. TVK is more of a glorified fan club. It is not a real political party till date. So we have to wait till they actually face an election, face a rout at the hands of the people, and then we'll have to see if they actually continue to perform as a party or if they go back to just being a Makkal Yakam and sit back and Vijay starts acting in movies again.
My colleague Anaga Keshav is once again live with us. Anaga, like we said earlier, India Today brings you the actual news, and it seems to be having a huge impact when it comes to Tamil Nadu elections. And here you could see Adav Arjuna quoting our news break, and now he claims that AIADMK cadres, all of them, are with Tamil Nadu. I would like to once again ask, is that the ground reality, like how Adav Arjuna is trying to say? What is the inside deal with AIADMK?
Well, certainly, in fact, when it comes to on ground, there is a lot of frenzy whenever Vijay comes. But will this frenzy really translate to votes? That's the big question, because we are still 3-4 months away from elections and anything could change. But, as we stand today, TVK is still a very, very formidable force that the DMK just cannot ignore. Like the news break that you got us, it's, it very clearly says that DMK gets 104 seats and TVK gets 74 seats, which means TVK gets a number 2 position in the state. That's a huge number. That's a huge success for a political party that has just started, in a state. So therefore, there's still 3-4 months time. We need to wait and watch if this whole frenzy that we see will really translate to votes. But like I said before, this, at this moment as we stand now, Vijay is a very, very formidable force that the DMK and the AIADMK as well just cannot ignore. Nobody can downplay Vijay's effect anymore. But there is still 4 more months time for elections. Will this whole active frenzy around him, will it just fizzle away, or will it really, gain ground as we move in, as we move closer to elections? That's something we need to wait and watch out.
Surely, Anaga, will it happen? Will Vijay will turn from a cult leader to a political leader? We'll wait and watch. And for more stories from the state of Telangana, let's go to Abdul Bashir.
Empty classrooms and fading roll calls have become a new reality in rural Telangana as government schools struggle to retain students amid migration and preferences for private education. Here's the report.
India Today puts the spotlight on rural education crisis in Telangana. After the ground report from Nalgonda that revealed how parents are choosing private schools for their children and government schools are paying the price, we visit a government school in Khammam district.
Telangana's Khammam district has recorded 0 student enrollment in 58 government schools this year. What are the factors that are leading to 0 student enrollment or drop rate in the students' enrollment in government schools? Is it infrastructure, quality of education, migration, or economic status? We have visited Motapuram and Rajeshwarapuram schools which have also recorded 0 student enrollment. Let's listen in to this ground report.
Government schools are facing a steady drop in student enrollment, reflecting a wider crisis in public education. Teachers, parents, and local leaders say the shift is linked to migration, financial pressure, and changing preferences among families.
పిల్లలు ముగ్గురు పిల్లలు రోజు ముగ్గురు పిల్లలు వస్తుంటే ఆ పిల్లల్ని ఈ పిల్లలు రాట్లేరని ఆ తండ్రికి తీసుకొని వెళ్ళిపోయారు, పెద్ద తండ్రికి తీసుకెళ్లారు. కానీ సారీ గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్కి నేను స్కూల్లో అంగన్వాడీ నడిపిస్తున్నాను. ముగ్గురు పిల్లలకి నేను పిల్లల్ని స్కూల్లో నడిపిస్తున్నాను ఈ స్కూల్కి.
The government school in Motapuram currently has 17 students and 2 teachers, with only 5 new admissions this academic year.
మా స్కూల్లో 17 మంది పిల్లలు, 2 ఉపాధ్యాయులు ఉన్నామండి. ఈ సంవత్సరం మా స్కూల్లో ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్లో 5 పిల్లలు జాయిన్ అయ్యారండి. మొత్తం మా స్కూల్ స్ట్రెంత్ 17. ఇక్కడ కొన్ని గురుకుల పాఠశాలలో మా స్కూల్ నుంచి సీట్లు రావటం వల్ల కొంత స్ట్రెంత్ దానివల్ల తగ్గుతుంది. కొంచెం ఆర్థిక వెసులుబాటు ఉన్న పిల్లలు ప్రైవేట్ స్కూల్స్కి వెళ్ళడం వల్ల కొంత స్ట్రెంత్ తగ్గడానికి కారణమవుతుంది మా దగ్గర.
India Today spoke to the mother of a class 4 student who said she has been sending her child to a government school for the past 6 years as she could not afford private education.
మాకు ఆర్థిక స్తోమత లేక మేము ప్రైవేట్ స్కూల్కి పంపించాలి, గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్కే పంపిస్తున్నాం. మా పాపని 6th ఇయర్ నుంచి గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్లోనే పంపిస్తున్నాం. మా స్టడీ బాగా చెప్తున్నారు సార్లు, పిల్లల్ని కూడా బాగా కేర్ తీసుకుంటున్నారు. ప్రైవేట్ స్కూల్కి పంపకుండా గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్కే పంపిస్తున్నాం. మేము నాకు ఆర్థిక స్తోమత లేక మంచిగానే కేర్ తీసుకుంటున్నారు పిల్లల్ని. మిడ్ డే మీల్స్ కూడా బాగుంది.
Political leaders and villagers blamed government policies for the declining numbers.
ప్రధాన కారణం ఏంటంటే గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూళ్ళ మీద ఉన్న గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్లో వాళ్ళకి టీచర్స్కి అయితే ఆ స్కూల్ ఆవరణలోనైతే మనం కల్పించే మన వసతుల్లో కానీ అయితే వాళ్ళు అందించే విద్యను పూర్తిగా వినియోగించుకొని అత్యుత్తమ గ్రాడ్యుయేట్ టీచర్లు వీళ్ళందరూ ఉత్తమ వీళ్ళు శిక్షణ పొందినటువంటి టీచర్లు వీళ్ళ ద్వారా వీళ్ళ విద్యను మనం ఉపయోగించుకొని మన పిల్లలను కూడా రాణించగలిగే శక్తి వచ్చి ఇది ఏదైతే ఉందో మెడికల్ కాలేజీల్లో ఏ విధంగా అయితే మెడికల్ సీట్లలో గవర్నమెంట్ కాలేజీకే పిల్లలు ఎక్కువ ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ ఇస్తారు, అదేవిధంగా కూడా ఈ రాబోయే విద్యా సంవత్సరంలో విద్యలో కూడా ప్రైవేట్ స్కూళ్ళ కన్నా మిన్నగా గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్లో చదివే విద్యార్థులకే ప్రయారిటీ ఇచ్చే విధంగా ఆ టైప్ ఆఫ్ వేని మనం బట్ట రావాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది. పిల్లలు తగ్గిపోవడానికి కారణం కూడా అదే.
గ్లోబలైజేషన్ ప్రభావం వల్ల ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం యొక్క ఆధిపత్యం ప్రపంచవ్యాప్తంగా ఉండటం, ఆ ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం అనేది ప్రాథమికంగా ముఖ్యంగా ఈ సమాజాన్ని డామినేట్ చేస్తుంది. కాబట్టి మొత్తం కూడా ప్రైవేట్ పాఠశాలల వైపు ఇక్కడున్న సామాన్య కుటుంబాలకు చెందినటువంటి బడుగు బలహీన వర్గాల కుటుంబాలు కూడా ప్రైవేట్ స్కూళ్ళకి తమ పిల్లల్ని పంపటం వల్ల ఇలాంటి పాఠశాలల్లో ముఖ్యంగా ఇలాంటి పాఠశాలల్లో విద్యార్థుల సంఖ్య గణనీయపడుతూ ఉంది.
In Rajeshwarapuram, a school set up for the children of sugar factory workers also saw no enrollment. Several workers migrated to cities along with their families. With no students left, the school had to be shut down.
పాఠశాల నడిచేది 1 to 5th వరకు నడిచేది. ఇప్పుడు పిల్లలు లేరని 0 చేశారు ఆ స్కూల్ని. ఆ స్కూల్ మూసేశారు, కానీ అంగన్వాడీ సెంటర్ మాత్రం నడిపిస్తూనే ఉన్నాము. అంగన్వాడీ సెంటర్ మాత్రం నడిపిస్తున్నాము. వాళ్ళకి ప్రైమరీ స్కూల్కి మాత్రం పిల్లలు లేరు.
We are trying 1 or 2 years before we tried to open the school, but the children are not there, and also the teacher post also shifted to the other schools. That's why the 2 schools are closed since 2023. So that now the mandal schools are happened in the 56 schools. 2 are closed up to now.
Migration, financial pressure, and parental preferences are reshaping education patterns in rural Telangana. Leaving government schools struggling to retain students. With Abdul Bashir, Bureau Report, India Today.
Actor Shivaji is facing intense backlash after his controversial comments on women and actresses' dressing sense. Now, these comments were made at a private event, a pre-release promotion event here in Hyderabad. Now, here the actor Shivaji tried to convey that women must dress conservatively, and these comments were considered to be sexist, regressive, and triggered an outrage on social media. Now, these comments have also gone to an official level where the Women's Commission has now summoned actor Shivaji to appear before the panel on December 27th. Since then, actor Shivaji has apologized, saying that he's admitted that his words were chosen poorly, and this has sparked a debate on the remarks by actor Shivaji, the sexist remarks he's made, and accountability in the film industry. Let's listen in to the package that is coming in.
Telugu actor Shivaji is in the eye of a storm after his controversial remarks on women's dressing sparked outrage online. During the pre-release event of his movie Dhandora, Shivaji addressed the female anchor and women actors, urging them to dress conservatively.
ఇంకో విషయం చెబుతున్నా, అమ్మాయిలు హీరోయిన్లు ఈ బట్టలు పెడితే వేసుకొని పోతే మనమే దరిద్రం అనుభవించాల్సి వస్తమ్మా. ఏమనుకోవద్దు, హీరోయిన్లు అందరూ మీరు అనుకున్నా నాకు పోయేది లేదు, లాగి పీకుతాం మనం, అది వేరే విషయం. కానీ మీ అందం చీరలోనో మీ అందం నిండుగా కప్పుకునే బట్టల్లోనే ఉంటుంది తప్పితే సామాను కనపడే దాంట్లో ఏముండదమ్మా. అవి వేసుకున్నంత మాత్రాన చాలామంది చూసినప్పుడు నవ్వుతూ అంటారు, కానీ బట్టలు ఎందుకు వేసుకుని కాస్త మంచి వేసుకోవచ్చుగా, బాగుంటావు కదా అనే అనాలనిపిస్తుంది లోపల.
The remarks were widely criticized as sexist and inappropriate, triggering a backlash on social media.
Sivaji, recently seen playing the antagonist in the film Court, tried to clarify later that his comments were meant to advise caution in clothing choices, but critics argue the remarks were patronizing and outdated.
హీరోయిన్స్ బయటకు వెళ్ళినప్పుడు బట్టలు జాగ్రత్తగా ఉంటే మీకు ఇబ్బంది ఉండదేమో మా అమ్మ అనే ఉద్దేశం తప్ప నేను ఎవరిని అవమానపరచాలని కాదు. బట్ ఏదైనా 2 అన్పార్లమెంటరీ వర్డ్స్ దొర్లినాయి. దానికి మై సిన్సియర్ అపాలజీస్. అండ్ ఇంకోటి, నేను ఎప్పుడు స్త్రీ అంటే ఒక మహాశక్తి, ఒక అమ్మవారిలాగానే అనుకుంటా. ఎందుకంటే ఇవాళ సమాజంలో స్త్రీని ఎంత తక్కువగా చూస్తున్నారో మనందరం చూస్తున్నాం. అటువంటి అవకాశం మనం ఇవ్వద్దు అని చెప్పే ఇంటెన్షన్లో ఒక ఊరు భాష మాట్లాడాను. అది చాలా తప్పు. ఐ నో. మై సిన్సియర్ అపాలజీస్.
The Women's Commission has now stepped in, summoning the actor to appear before the panel on December 27th. Bureau Report, India Today.
Well, that is all we have from the state of Telangana. Moving on to next state, that is Kerala, and Shibi Mole will take us through. Over to you, Shibi.
Thank you, Abdul. Well, in Kerala, the Election Commission has published the draft electoral roll yesterday, and the Election Commission clarified that a copy has been given to all the political parties in the state. Now, out of which, what we're understanding it, more than 24 lakh voters have been excluded. To be precise, in the draft list, around 24 lakh 8,503 voters have been excluded. Now, out of this, the dead includes 6 lakh 49,885. Absent list includes 6 lakh 45,540. Now, absent are people who the Election Commission was unable to locate and trace in the last 1 month of SAR exercise. Now, there are shifted people in that. 8,16,221 people have shifted to various locations. And the duplicate votes included 1,36,029. So this is the breakup of the 24 lakh 8,503 votes that's been excluded in the draft electoral list. The Election Commission has also informed that out of 2 crore 78 lakh 50,855 electors, around 2 crore 54 lakh 42,352 electors have submitted their enumeration forms. So this is the data that stands here, and whoever has not found their name in the electoral list, and if they are eligible to vote, they can fill the form 6 in the next few days and submit. And overseas voters have to fill the form 6A is what the Election Commission said. Now, starting from today till Jan 22nd, they have time to fill this form and ensure that their name is featured in the electoral list. The Election Commission has also deployed around 1,000 officials to ensure that no voters, no eligible voters are out of the list. The Election Commission will also be taking care of the claims and objections in the next few days, and that will go on till February is what the Election Commission has clarified. Listen to what the Chief Electoral Officer of Kerala said regarding the draft rule.
At the start of the enumeration phase, when the SIR was freezed on 27th of October 2025, we had 2 crore 78 lakhs 50,855 voters, and out of which 2 crore 54 lakhs 42,352 enumeration forms have been signed and returned back to us, which is 91.35%. There are 24 lakh 8,503 who are marked under uncollectibles. That is because they fall under 5 categories, that is dead, absent, shifted, duplicate and others, which constitutes about 8.65% of the total electorate.
Well, that's all we have from the Kerala segment. Over to my colleague Apurva in Andhra Pradesh with all the stories that's making headlines in the state.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Both F200 motors ignited.
LGM-3M6 Bluebird Block 2 mission, a majestic liftoff. The rocket is beautifully searing through the bright Sriharikota sky.
Both F200 motors separated. Cryo stage performance normal.
A relative velocity of 7.07 kilometers per second has been acquired so far.
Trio stage performance normal. Bluebird Block 2 satellite separated. LVM-3 M6 Bluebird Block 2 mission successfully accomplished. Handing over to mission director.
Well, there you can see that's ISRO's heavy lift launcher LMV-3 Bahubali successfully lifting off from Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh. This is, the LMV-3 Bahubali places the heaviest American satellite ever launched from Indian soil into its designated orbit. What we are getting to learn from the statistics is that it is a 6,100 kilogram Bluebird Block 2 satellite. And this has just launched early this morning from Sriharikota. In fact, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has hailed the launch as a proud milestone, saying it strengthens India's heavy lift capability and deepens international cooperation.
They have invested 0. Both S200 motors ignited.
LVM-3 M6 Bluebird Block 2 mission, a majestic liftoff. The rocket is beautifully searing through the bright Sriharikota sky.
Plus 20 seconds.
LVM-3 M6 रॉकेट का सफलतापूर्ण उत्थापन द्वितीय प्रमोचन मंच से और अपनी उद्दिष्ट कक्षा की ओर बढ़ चला है LVM-3 M6 रॉकेट। दोनों ठोस
0. Both S200 motors ignited.
LVM-3 M6 Bluebird Block 2 mission, a majestic liftoff. The rocket is beautifully searing through the bright...
Well, there we saw the successful launch of LMV-3 Bahubali from Sriharikota here in Andhra Pradesh. But that's a major liftoff here for Andhra Pradesh and for India as well. That's all from Andhra Pradesh. Over to you, Nagarjun.
With that, we come to the end of today's episode of So South, and thanking Pramod, Anaga, Abdul, as well as Shibi and Apurva Jayachandran for bringing us all the stories that matter to you over the last 30 minutes. And we'll see you once again at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Until then, keep watching India Today, and a Merry Christmas to all of you.